to get out of your ego and toward yourself is to remember the meaning behind the things that you're engaging in, and to remember that it's not about you. Because when you remember the meaning is going to remind you that it's really not about you. It's going to really remind you that your parenting and the times where you get caught up in what other people think of you as a parent and what your child thinks of you as a parent, that's ego driven. The meaning of being a parent is to create the best kids possible with the best future possible. At least it is for most good parents, which I believe 99.9% of you are, and maybe 100% of you are. You want to be good parents and grandparents. The meaning behind it is not about you and whether they like you. The meaning is, if it's a healthy meaning, it's about making great kids, preparing them for the future, teaching them values, teaching them how to live a good life and build relationships professionally and personally that are going to last, and give them a future where they can have the best and the biggest impact possible. That's what it's about. The purpose of your life is to help others in some unique fashion. When you remember that purpose, it gives meaning to the mundane. It gives you inspiration for the mundane. The mundane is the little tiny stuff you got to do to get and to reach your objectives, which help lead you towards your vision. So the purpose of Alcoholics Anonymous is to help members find sobriety. When they remember the purpose, they don't get stuck in the weeds. Great illustration, because I was at a 12-step meeting last weekend, and one of the old timers, which is someone that's been a part of that 12-step meeting for a long time, was sharing about, I remember the day when smoking was allowed in AA meetings. And then smoking was a part meeting to decide, they had to decide whether they were going to continue to allow smoking or discontinue to allow smoking inside in these AA meetings. I mean, you could do it outside, that's fine. But she was talking about how heated it was and passionate it was. The way she was describing it, it was like, stand up and yell at people kind of passion. Because there were both sides of the argument. The purpose is to help people find sobriety. So would not allowing smoking keep people out of meetings possibly? Maybe so. Would allowing smoking bring more people in or keep people going to meetings? Maybe so. But they had this argument, and eventually they decided by vote democratically that they were going to discontinue the allowing smoking in AA meetings, in this specific AA group. And she was saying that at the very end, they said the Lord's Prayer and they gave each other hugs and they talked and hung out, even though they had this heated discussion. Because ultimately that group remembered the purpose was to help members find sobriety. And I love that, because AA can help anybody, mental sobriety, emotional sobriety, any addiction. I mean, things that you struggle with. Sobriety is going towards having peace in your life, having a sense that you're okay, that you're good enough. And it's a great place to find some of that.